now it is time to move on to what games have they made. If you don't know this segment, I've done it for 2 weeks in a row now where we look at a game studio and see what all games they've developed leading up to the current time. So far, we have done Behavior Interactive and 2K. And today, we're taking a look at a developer uh, that a lot of people know and love, THQ slash THQ Nordic or whatever. Let me see if this. Uh,
How long have they been making games?
about to see. Since 1991.
Oh dear God. Oh dear God.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh, let me just skim through and see. There is a fucking lot, dude.
Okay, then for this one, let's not mention the exact dates. Let's just say the year.
Okay.
That would probably be
Okay. Well,
best.
what I'll do is I'll say this is all the games they released in this year, and then I'll just really read all the games.
That would be a good idea.
The only time I'll say a console is if it's on something that's like strange, like fucking internet browser, like before the other one, or fucking Facebook. But
Okay.
uh, let me see. I'm trying to see if this includes THQ Nordic or no. Okay, so it goes from 1991 to 2011. So 20 years of THQ, and it does not include THQ Nordic.
Okay.
So,
We'll do THQ Nordic another time.
yeah.
Do that next
Uh,
week.
so, so their first, these are all the games they made in 1991, but their first ever title that they made was Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates: Revenge of Captain Hook.
Dear God.
And this was in 1991. And I want to say this just because it's a classic console. They made their first ever game was developed on the original Nintendo Entertainment System. That's how far back THQ goes.
Damn.
And their second game, Bo Jackson, 2 games in 1 for the original Game Boy. Um, Where's Waldo? Home Alone, the game.
Oh dear God.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
What? Why?
Let me see, what was it on? I don't even know. It says it was on the NES, so it's probably a shitty NES game. Uh, they Then they did Home Alone on the Super Nintendo. Uh, Pit Fighter, The Flash, and the last game in 1991, Wayne Gretzky Hockey. And
Jesus.
then we move on to 1992, and uh, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. They re-released it on the Game Boy. Pit Fighter on the Game Boy. Race Driving, Road Riot 4-wheel drive, Swamp Thing, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends,
Jesus.
The Great Waldo Search, then the long-awaited sequel, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, the game,
Oh dear God.
James Bond Jr.,
What?
Swamp Thing. It has no game page. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends on the Game Boy. Great Waldo Search. I'm gonna mention the console it's on because this is when they started making games for the Sega Genesis. I used to have a Sega Genesis a long time ago. I lost where I was. It was 1992. Yeah, there we go. The Ren and Stimpy Show, Space Cadet Adventures,
Alrighty then.
Race Driving on the Game Boy, Wayne's World, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends, again on the Super Nintendo. Oh god. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends.
Ha ha.
The Ren and Stimpy Show, Vidiots. The Ren and Stimpy Show, Buckaroos.
God.
What the fuck is this? The Lawnmower Man?
The fuck?
There's some re-releases. The Ren and Stimpy Show, Fire Dogs were in 1993. Oh, now we're already in 1994. Disney's Jungle Book, the game. Ren and Stimpy Show, Time. Mohawk and Headphone Jack. Now we're in 1995. Pinocchio, the game. The Mask, the game. Urban Strike. That was released on the Sega Game Gear, if anybody remembers that.
Jesus.
Tasmania 2. It went from 1995 to 1997. They did not release the game in 1996. Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the game. Disney's Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games. DOG, Fight for Your Life. Disney's Hercules, the game. Brunswick World, a Tournament of Champions. If you don't know what Brunswick is, it's their bowling franchise that they made.
Okay.
Ooh, here's one a lot of people love. Well, at least they liked it on the N64. Actually, no, this is the N64. A very popular one. 1997, WCW versus NWO World Tour.
Yep.
NBA Live 98. Ghost in the Shell. The Lost World Jurassic Park, the game. Disney's Aladdin. International Rally Championship.
That's a little bit late, don't you think, for Aladdin? Well, hang on a
It was on the
minute.
Game Boy, so it don't matter.
Wait. What? It's a couple of years late, isn't it?
Yep. K1, the Arena Fighters. Now we're in 1998, the year I was born. Circle of Blood. Then a game that is very, very bad that people don't like. WCW Nitro. Quest 64. The Grand Stream Saga. Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. And a couple of days before I was born, on September 11th, they made Devil Dice and G Darius. So now these are games after I was born. Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling. Rugrats: The Search for Reptar.
That's a good game.
I used to have that game. I beat it so many times when I was little. Disney's Mulan, the game.
That's a little late too.
WCW NWO Revenge. Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling on the PlayStation. Small Soldiers, the game. Bassmasters Classic Tournament Edition. Extreme 500. Pax Imperia, Eminent Domain. Red Jack, The Revenge of the Brethren. The Rugrats movie game. WCW Nitro on Windows. Oh god, WCW, their first game of 1999. WCW NWO Thunder.
God, I haven't played that.
A Bug's Life, exclusively on the Game Boy Color. Rugrats Scavenger Hunt, Sinistar Unleashed, Destruction Derby 64, Bassmasters Classic, Madden NFL 2000, Toy Story 2, the game which people say is one of the best 3D platformers and most underrated 3D platformers. Um, WWF WrestleMania 2000, the game.
Oh yeah, that's when they worked with AKA. I forgot.
Yep. Road Rash 64, Bassmasters 2000, FIFA 2000, Nuclear Strike, Star Wars Yoda Stories, Championship Motocross, Dark Secrets of Africa, Mia Hamm Soccer 64, MTV Sports Snowboarding, Nice 2 Tune Up, Penny Racers, Rent a Hero, Rugrats Studio Tour, Rugrats Time Travels, or Time Travelers, excuse me, Shaolin, and their last game in 1999, Ultimate 8 Ball. Then their first game of 2000 exclusively on the Dreamcast, which I just got a Dreamcast for my birthday, WWF Royal Rumble. Blaze and Blade Eternal Quest, Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling 2, the long-awaited sequel, Aiden Chronicles, The First Mage, Rugrats Totally Angelica, God, Triple Play 2001, Croc. I had Croc when I was little on my PS1. It's a fun game. Breakneck. Ouch. Extension. Cultures.
Some
NASCAR 2000. Huh?
Some weird fucking games.
They're not as funny as 2K and Behavior Interactive.
No.
MTV Sports Skateboarding. Disney's The Little Mermaid 2, the game.
Oh my god, why? Why would that get a game?
Saban's Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the game.
Why did that get a game?
It was on the Game Boy Color.
Why on the Game Boy Color?
I don't know. They needed their Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't fucking know. MTV Sports Skateboarding on the Dreamcast. Summoner. Chicken Run, the game. People say the greatest wrestling game of all time, WWF No Mercy.
No.
You said no?
No, it's not.
What do you think the best game is?
I'm gonna have to go with either Here Comes the Pain or Just Because I Grew Up with It and I really enjoyed it, WV 13.
Mine would be Here Comes the Pain or SmackDown Shut Your Mouth.
I mean, we could talk about SmackDown Just Bring It, with Limp Bizkit.
Mm-hmm. Rugrats in Paris, the movie game. Well, we're getting close to that because we have November 2000, WWF SmackDown 2, Know Your Role.
Ooh.
Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers. Micro Machines. Apparently, December 2000, they made a game called Evil Dead, Hail to the King. Star Wars Episode 1 Obi-Wan's Adventures. MTV Sports Pure Ride. MTV Sports TJ Lavin's Ultimate BMX. Danger Girl.
Fuck.
MTV Sports Pure Ride. MTV Sports Skateboarding. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2000. Saban's Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. The original WWF SmackDown. X Beyond the Frontier. And then we are in 2001. Their first game of 2001. Championship Motocross 2001. Croc 2. Mercedes-Benz Truck Racing. Summoner. The Simpsons Night of the Living Treehouse of Horror. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Red Faction. The FA Premier League Stars 2001. Earthworm Jim. GT Advanced Championship Racing. MX 2002 featuring Ricky Carmichael. Disney's Atlantis The Lost Empire, the game.
Fuck.
I have never heard of this game. It was on the Game Boy Advance. WWF Betrayal. Have you ever heard of
yeah,
it?
yeah. New Legacy Inc. did a video on that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you play as like you either have the choice of playing with Triple H, Undertaker, Stone Cold, or The Rock, and it's like an RPG type thing.
Damn. Where was I at?
Yeah,
Disney's Atlantis. Oh, I already read that one. Rocket Power Team Rocket Rescue. I used to play that game. I already read that one. Player Manager 2001. Tetris Worlds. Rugrats Castle Capers. Hot Wheels Mechanics. Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. Bass Strike. I forgot to mention MX 2002 featuring Ricky Carmichael came out on my birthday, 2001. Then Rugrats All Growed Up, the game. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. I still have that game for my PS1. It's so nostalgic. Micromaniacs. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, the game. Sky Sports Football Manager. Dark Summit. This was their first game for the Xbox, the original Xbox. Then, what you're talking about, WWF SmackDown, Just Bring It.
Let's come and get it.
Sky Sports Football Quiz. Hot Wheels Burnin' Rubber. There's a lot of re-releases. Action Man Search for Base X. Aliens Thanatos Encounter. Oh god. On the PlayStation in 2001, they released Blue's Clues Blues Big Musical.
Oh, that's my jam.
You had that game?
No.
No.
Love me some Blue's Clues.
Bob the Builder, Can We Fix It, the game.
Oh, that's definitely my jam.
Bob the Builder, Fix It Fun.
That's double my jam.
Hot Wheels Jets. SpongeBob SquarePants, Legend of the Lost Spatula. SpongeBob SquarePants, Operation Krabby Patty. SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge. I had that on my PS1. That game was hard. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Second Edition, their first game in 2002, Astro Smash, Sonic Advance, Columns Crown, Dark Summit, then that fateful day on the Xbox, WWF Raw, the game,
Oh God, let's not come and get it.
New Legends, Puyo Pop, Hot Wheels Williams F1 Team Racer. Oh God, is this a Britney Spears game? Britney's Dance Beat.
Oh dear God. Hit
Jesus
me,
Christ.
baby, one more time.
Ugh.
Watch me get
Baseball
copyright.
Advance. One of my favorite games as a kid, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. Star Wars Episode 2, a long-awaited sequel, Attack of the Clones. Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, Forever Free. MotoGP Ultimate Racing. They released a lot of fucking games in 2002. Scooby-Doo on the Game Boy Advance. On their first game for the GameCube, WWE WrestleMania 18, the game.
Oh, that's a banger.
GT Advance 2 Rally Racing. The Pinball of the Dead.
I think WrestleMania 18 was the only WWE game that we got to play as Scott Steiner. So,
Yeah.
if you wanted to see Scott Steiner pimp his fucking Stacy Keibler and fucking Trish Stratus and Ivory and shit like that, you could have did it.
Mm-hmm.
Said holler if you hear me.
Bob the Builder, Bob Builds a Park.
That's also the only game where you could play as Tommy Dreamer and like for a while. So fuck that game sometimes. But you know, Big Papa Pump.
The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius versus Jimmy Negatron.
Okay.
SpongeBob SquarePants Employee of the Month, the game. Rugrats Rugrats Munchinland. Summoner 2. Virtua Tennis. Monsters Inc. Scream Arena. Rocket Power Beach Bandits. That's the one I played, not Team Rocket Rescue. I played Beach Bandits. I still have that game. WWE Road to WrestleMania X8 on the Game Boy Advance.
I've never. Oh, that's X8. I thought you were talking.
Mhm.
I was thinking about WrestleMania 20. I'm sorry.
Red Faction 2. Toxic Grind. Oh my god, we're still in 2002. Hot Wheels Velocity X. The Fairly Odd Parents Enter the Cleft. Star Wars The New Droid Army. Hot Wheels Velocity X on GameCube. The Revenge of Shinobi. WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Great fucking game.
Wonderful game.
Rugrats I Gotta Go Party. MX Superfly. Oh, That Fateful Day. SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Oh, That Fateful Day.
I've never been able to beat that game. I
Do you
haven't.
know that that game was so bad that it literally put the company that developed it out of business?
Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious. Literally, the game is so bad and was so poorly received that it literally put the developer out of business. That was their
Jesus.
only game. Their name was Big Sky Interactive. That was the only
Jesus.
fucking game they made, and it was so bad it put them out of business.
How did they get tasked with the SpongeBob game? That's what I'm curious about.
I don't know.
It's a
At the
big
at the
property
same
for their
time, around
first
this
game.
time in 2002, they were also developing Battle for Bikini Bottom at this time. So I don't know why they were doing two SpongeBob games like that at the same time, but
Well, I guess they weren't
uh,
doing it no more.
yeah. Block and Score Soccer says it was released on the J2ME. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know.
Let me see. Says, oh my god, that's old. Java platform is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, fucking Java. Let me get back where I was. Hey Arnold, the movie game.
We're still
Major
in
League
2001?
Baseball. No, it was still in 2002.
Okay.
Uh, Matchbox Crosstown Heroes. Oil Rig. Shark. The Wild Thornberrys movie game. Pride FC Fighting Championships. GT Advance 3 Pro Concept Racing. Summoner 2, An Hour Finally in 2003. Sonic Advance 2. I used to have this game on my PlayStation 2. Big Mother Truckers. WWE Crush Hour.
I have that. It's
I
fun.
still have that. I like that game. Moto GP. Jaeger. Rugrats Go Wild, the game. Finding Nemo, the game.
I have that.
E- Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick. Moto GP2. Oh, is the long-awaited sequel, Austin. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Wrath of the Darkle King.
What is it on now? Don't
Game
tell me.
Boy Advance.
God fucking damn it. That's why, if you're gonna make a Buffy the Vampire Slayer game, do it on a fucking console. It was popular enough to get a console game, I'm sure, dude. Like,
Space Channel 5. Jet Grind Radio. I have this game. The Simpsons Road Rage.
I have that as well.
Splashdown Rides Gone Wild. Monster Truck Madness. Alter Echo. WrestleMania 19 on the GameCube.
I have that.
WWE Raw 2 on the Xbox.
I have that.
So do I.
I hate who's on the cover, though.
Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius Jet Fusion. Oddworld Much's Odyssey. Piglet's Big Game. Warhammer 40,000 Fire Warrior. Disney's what? Disney's The Lion King 1.5, the game.
Hang on a minute, what? It's 2002 still, right?
2003.
2003.
About to be 2004.
Are you fucking high? Are you fucking high, Disney? Right now? Okay.
It's okay because the next game they released was one of the best games I ever played as a kid. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. It was so good that it got a remaster last year.
I want to play the
Um,
remaster. I never got to play the original.
mhm. Um,
I'm so pissed. I pre-ordered that bitch and it fucking never came.
I remember when this show came out, dude. Holy shit! Tack and the Power of Juju, the game.
Oh my god, that show sucked ass.
Yeah. It's alright because the next game they released after that was WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
There we go. That's the shit.
And then the next game they released after that, Hot Wheels World Race. I think I actually had that game. Oh, I had this game. I have nostalgia for it. The game kind of sucks, but I have nostalgia for it. The Fairly Odd Parents Break Into Rules.
I've passed up on getting that multiple times.
I played it a lot as a kid, so I'm nostalgic for it. It's not a bad game. It's decent. It's one of the better licensed games that I played. 'Cause I used to play a lot of licensed games when I was little. 'Cause this was around the time, especially THQ, they were making all kinds of licensed video games. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, Broken Sword, The Sleeping Dragon, Star Wars: Flight of the Falcon. THQ had their hands in fucking everything, man.
Jesus, dude.
Congo Cube, Dig It, Finding Nemo's Underwater World of Fun. Oh my god, the Lizzie McGuire movie game.
What's that on?
Uh, Game Boy Advance, PlayStation 2,
Okay.
Xbox, GameCube, and Windows.
Okay. I was about to say, if you were just gonna say the Game Boy Advance, I would have been like, no.
Jules and Jim, MLB. Oh my god. They released. Oh, you want to know what they released MLB Slam on, Austin?
What?
The Nokia N-Gage.
Oh my fucking god.
Rover Reunion, Worms, Sonic Battle. We're in 2004 now.
Alright.
I used to have this game, Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. I did not know that was a thing. Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, the game. It was on Game Boy Advance, so that's probably why I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, it probably fucking sucks ass.
Sonic Advance 3. Saberwolf. One of my favorite wrestling games. WWE Day of Reckoning.
I love Day Reckoning, dude. Love Day Reckoning.
The Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown. I used to have nostalgia for this game. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Attack of the Twonkies. I used to play that when I was
Oh, I
younger.
have that.
Full Spectrum Warrior. Nicktoons Freeze Frame Frenzy. Lego Knights Kingdom. The long-awaited sequel, TAC 2, The Staff of Dreams. Apparently on the Game Boy Advance they released a game called WWE Survivor Series. I never heard of that.
Never knew about that.
It was made by Natsume. Like they were one of the developers. Nicktoons Movin'. The Incredibles, the game. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. I have that game. That game's good.
I have it as well.
The Polar Express, the game. WWE SmackDown versus Raw.
Everything's falling apart. You can't control me. You can't control me.
Your mic is crackling again.
Am I good now?
Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge.
I assume I'm
Fine.
good now.
You're still crackling.
How? How the fuck?
Finding Nemo, The Continuing Adventures.
Am I
The
good?
Incredibles When Danger Calls. You're still crackling. I don't know if it sounds like it on the podcast audio that you're recording, but for me, like you're crackling like bad.
Still,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know then.
Uh, it's Mr. Pants. I have no idea what that is. Ping Pals. Banjo Pilot.
Actually, give me
The
1 second.
Okay.
Recording again.
Okay. The Punisher, the game. We are in 2005 now.
Alright, so if there is no, from 2005 to 2011, if there is no Wow Wow Wubsy the game, I'm gonna be pissed.
What year did Wow Wow Wubsy come out?
2005.
Okay. Uh, Constantine, the game. MX versus ATV Unleashed.
Still not Wow Wow Wubsy.
Full. Oh, I already read that one. Worms World Party. WWE WrestleMania 21. Juiced. Destroy All Humans. The long-awaited sequel, Big Mother Truckers 2.
You know what's
Power
long awaited?
Rangers. Huh?
You know what's long awaited?
What?
Wow Wow Wubsy the game. Why the fuck has nobody made it? I'm
Uh,
sorry. Sorry.
Power Rangers Dino Thunder. WWE Day of Reckoning 2.
Great game.
MotoGP Ultimate Racing Technology 3. I used to have this game, Scooby-Doo Unmasked. Holy shit, dude, I remember this fucking show and the fucking toys. Fucking Bionicle,
I do not remember that.
Evil Dead Regeneration.
Might be because I was 2.
Oh, also, well, while you were 2, they made TAC, the Great Juju Challenge.
Dear God.
Zoo Tycoon DS. I used to have this game, SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants.
Oh, I have that. A lot of the games
I've
that I had, like, when I was growing up, was, before, like, the Wii, was mainly inherited from my, like parents and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I used to fuck with this game hard. Nicktoons Unite.
I have a couple of the Nicktoons games. I
I
think one
have
of them will be on
Nicktoons
there.
Unite, I have Nicktoons on Volcano Island, and I have Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots.
I have Attack of the Toy Bots, and I have there's one for the Wii that I have. It's something
Oh
about, like,
god,
slime
Globs of
monster.
Doom.
Yeah, I have Globs of Doom.
Um, Hello Kitty Party Pals. SpongeBob SquarePants The Yellow Avenger. The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Bratz Rock Angels, the game. Ministry of Sound Club Manager. Ministry of Sound Ibiza game. I don't know what the fuck that is. Star Wars Battle Above Coruscant. Star Wars Battle for the Republic. Star Wars Grievous Getaway. How many fucking Star Wars games, dude?
Jesus.
What the fuck is this? WWE Aftershock on the N-Gage?
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either. What the fuck is WWE Aftershock on the N-Gage? Finding Nemo, Escape to the Big Blue. MX versus ATV on the Edge. Now we're in 2006. The Outfit. This is their first game on the Xbox 360. Worms Open Warfare. Full Spectrum Warrior 10 Hammers. Warhammer 40,000. Glory and Death. Teen Titans the game.
It's a good game.
Cars the game.
Mm.
MotoGP 06. Titan Quest. Juiced Eliminator. I had no idea this was a game. Danny Phantom, the Ultimate Enemy. Monster House the game. Sprint Cars Road to Knoxville. Oh god, Barnyard the game. My Little Pony Crystal Princess the Runaway Rainbow.
For all you old bronies out there, there you go.
I've never heard of this game. SpongeBob SquarePants Nighty Nightmare.
I haven't heard of it either. What is it for?
Says Microsoft Windows.
That's probably why we haven't.
They made the first Saints Row game. Danny Phantom Urban Jungle. The Incredible... Oh, I read that one. Company of Heroes. Bratz Forever Diamonds.
Oh dear God.
Only on the Nintendo DS. Alex Rider Stormbreaker. Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who. Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War Dark Crusade. Avatar The Last Airbender the game. I used to have this game. SpongeBob SquarePants Creature from the Krusty Krab.
I do not have that one.
Destroy All Humans 2. Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. The Sopranos Road to Respect. What the fuck?
Why? Why
On the
is
PlayStation 2.
Who would play that?
I don't know. It's okay though, because the next game they made is WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007.
Alright.
Cars Radiator Springs Adventures. Paws and Claws Pet Resort. Oh, by the way, there was no Wow Wow Wubsy game, if you're wondering. I don't
Very
see
upset. I'm upset.
Star Wars Imperial Ace. Worms World Party. Paws and Claws Pet Vet. Supreme Commander. Now we're in 2007. Titan Quest Immortal Throne. Tetris Evolution. Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, Pipe Mania, Worms 2007, Ratatouille, the video game. Oh my god, I didn't know this was a thing. Drake and Josh, Talent Showdown, the
game. That's unfortunate now.
MotoGP 07, NHRA Racing, Countdown to the Championship. Stuntman Ignition, Worms Open Warfare 2, Drawn to Life, oh god, Zoe 101 Field Trip Fiasco.
That's a little unfortunate now too.
Juiced 2, Hot Import Nights, Bratz the Movie Game. Bratz had a movie?
I guess.
What the fuck?
I thought they were just dolls.
So did I. Company of Heroes, Opposing Fronts. Avatar The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth. Conan.
Fuck Conan.
Nicktoons Attack of the Toybots. SpongeBob SquarePants Atlantis SquarePantis.
That game sucked.
Cars Mater National Championship.
Oh, I had that.
Oh god. El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera.
I watched the show.
Ratatouille Food Frenzy. Bratz For Real. Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Screwjumper, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Burning Earth on the 360, Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, American Girl, Julie Finds a Way, Elements of Destruction, oh my god, MX versus ATV, Untamed, Warhammer 40,000, Squad Command, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, the game,
You know who's smarter than a
Rat-
fifth grader?
hmm,
Wow Wow Wubsy. But he still hasn't got a fucking game.
Ratatouille, Cheese Rush. Now we're in 2008, Zoo Tycoon 2 DS, Bratz Super Babies, Destroy All Humans, Big Willie Unmasked, Frontlines, Fuel of War, Let's Ride, Friends Forever, Warhammer 40,000, Dawn of War, Soulstorm, Sprint Cars 2, Showdown at Eldora, Worms, A Space Oddity, Battle of the Bands, Let's Ride, Silver Buckle Stables, De Blob on the iOS, Elements of Destruction, American Girl Kit Mystery Challenge, Big Beach Sports, Wall-E the Game, Lock's Quest, Viva Pinata Pocket Paradise, Drawn to Life SpongeBob SquarePants Edition. I used to have that on my DS. Dropcast, My Little Pony Pinkie Pie's Party, Nancy Drew The Hidden Staircase, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Into the Inferno, Bratz Girls Really Rock, oh god, The Naked Brothers Band, the game. Are you alright, Austin?
I'm still just waiting for Wow Wow Wubsy, but you know.
Tack Mojo Mistake.
You know what I'm about to do?
Hmm.
I'm about to make a petition.
A change.org petition.
Yep, change.org. I'm going right there right now.
Saints Row 2. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Make the Grade. Back at the Barnyard. Slop Bucket Games. Ew. Pass the Pigs. Let the Good Swines Roll. SpongeBob SquarePants featuring Nicktoons. Globs of Doom. All-Star Cheer Squad. Tack and the Guardians of Cross. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Merv Griffin's Crosswords, Gallop and Ride, Age of Empires Mythologies, All-Star Cheer Squad, Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island on the DS, Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon, and now we are Short Track Racing, Trading Paint. Now we are in 2009 with Deadly Creatures, Warhammer 40,000, Dawn of War 2, oh god, 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand. Have you ever played 50 Cent, the game, Austin?
I have not.
The Dark Eye, Drakensang, SpongeBob versus the Big One, Beach Party Cook-Off. I've never fucking heard of that. Dream Day Wedding Destinations. Oh god, WWE Legends of WrestleMania. Company of Heroes, Tales of Valor. Saints Row 2, Alter Exposed. Desktop Tower Defense. Mission Runaway. UFC 2009 Undisputed. Up the video game. Saints Row 2 Corporate Warfare, Red Faction Guerrilla, Indiana Jones and the Lost Puzzles, Crimecraft, Princess in Love, James Patterson's Women's Murder Club, Games of Passion, Fabulous
Jesus.
Finds, The Biggest Loser, the video game, Drawn to Life, the next chapter, Cars Race-O-Rama, Marvel Superhero Squad, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Game Time, SpongeBob Truth or Square, the game, World of Zoo, Big Family Games, MX vs. ATV Reflex, Darksiders. We're now in 2010.
Jesus.
We're almost done. World of Outlaws Sprint Cars, SpongeBob's Boating Bash, Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 2 Chaos Rising, Metro 2033. Let's hope it wasn't anything like Cyberpunk 2077. All-Star Karate, Beat City, Star Wars Cantina, World of Outlaws Sprint Cars, UFC Undisputed 2010, Big Beach Sports 2, The Last Airbender, Vampire Legends Power of 3, Paws and Claws Regal Resort, Star Wars The Battle for Hoth. Oh, what the fuck is this? Fancy Nancy Tea Party Time.
What the fuck?
Truth or Lies. Scripps Spelling Bee. Wheel of Fortune, the game. Star Wars Arcade Falcon Gunner. Costume Quest. Then I think one of the best wrestling games, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. The last SmackDown vs. Raw. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Back to School. Jeopardy, the video game. Oh my god, Megamind, Mega Team Unite. Megamind, the Blue Defender. The Penguins of Madagascar. Wheel of Fortune. The Biggest Loser Ultimate Workout on the Kinect. Dude's Big Adventure. Pictionary, the game. Marvel Superhero Squad, the Infinity Gauntlet. Hot Wheels Track Attack. Costume Quest Grubbins on Ice. Ghost Pirates of the Vuju's Island. Paws and Claws Marine Rescue. Now we're finally in 2011. Stacking. You Don't Know Jack, the video game. Dance Paradise on the Kinect. The long-awaited sequel, De Blob 2. Homefront. One of my favorite games, WWE All-Stars.
Yeah, I love that game.
Red Faction Battlegrounds. Oh my god, I see a message from you that says, can you help me out by signing this petition? Oh
I
god.
made the petition.
Stacking the Lost Hobo King. Rio. SpongeBob Squigglepants on the Wii. MX vs. ATV Alive. Kung Fu Panda 2, the video game. Red Faction Armageddon. UFC Personal Trainer. Barbie Jet Set and Style. The Penguins of Madagascar. Dr. Blowhole returns again.
Jesus.
AC-130 Operation Devastation. Elizabeth MD Diagnosis Mystery, Frontlines Fuel of War, uh, Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, Monster High Ghoul Spirit, Puss in Boots the video game. Oh, but Austin, all these years later in 2011, guess what? Disney Princess's Enchanting Storybooks,
Why?
SpongeBob's Surf and Skate Road Trip, Marvel's Superhero Squad Comic Combat,
I'm
Saints
mad.
Row the Third,
The fact that I have to make a petition.
You Draw Studio Instant Artist, WWE 12, Deepak Chopra's Leela, Amnesia The Dark Descent, UFC Undisputed 3, Saints Row the Third Gangstas in Space, Nexuiz, Darksiders 2, the last wrestling game they ever made. Now we're in 2012. WWE 13. And the last game they ever released as THQ, Jeopardy the video game HD.
What a game to end off on.
That was
Should have been Wow Wow Wubsy.
what games THQ made.
Should have been Wow Wow Wubsy.